Hello everyone, welcome to Vista's Learning. Hope you all are doing well. This is Linda here and I am your EVS educator for class 4. If you're visiting our channel for the very first time, let me tell you something about Vista's Learning. Vista's Learning is an online platform that gives quality education for all of you. So, if you don't understand your chapters or units or any subjects, do review our videos so that you will get better understanding on your subjects. And if you like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and also click on to the bell icon so that you do not miss any of our further videos. So let's begin with today's class. In today's class, we're going to be doing chapter 11. Okay, we will be doing chapter 11 and the name of the chapter is called Valley of Flowers. Okay, it's called Valley of Flowers. Let's move on. In the hills of Uttaranchal, there is a place where there are flowers everywhere. This place is called the Valley of Flowers. Okay, so children, in Uttaranchal, okay, there is one particular place where there is full of flowers. If you see the picture, that's how it really looks like. Okay, it is full of flowers and that particular place is called Valley of Flowers. That is our chapter's name. So let's begin. In some places, one sees red flowers blooming on bushes, while in others, one finds white flowers peeping out between the stones. There are wide areas carpeted with the brightest yellow flowers, and suddenly elsewhere blue flowers shining like tiny stars between the grass. So children, there are different colors in these flowers. Okay, it says some people, they find, some kind of red flowers that are blooming, okay, around the bushes. And some find some kind of white flowers that are actually peeping near the stones. Okay, and also some find bright yellow and others find blue flowers actually blooming like tiny stars, it says. So a lot of different colors of flowers all over that place. All these seems like a beautiful dream, doesn't it? Yes, because like a dream, these flowers bloom only for a few weeks in the year. So you have to note one thing, that these flowers only bloom for few weeks in the whole year. Okay, so whole year, only for a few weeks you will see this, colorful flowers blooming. Okay, so it's not all the time or it's not every day in a year that this is blooming. Only certain period of time these flowers these colorful flowers will be blooming. All right, let's move on. There are these things in your house which will have designs of flowers made on them, like clothes, sheets, vases, etc. Here is a floral design in the box below. Let's read. The design in the picture is called Madhubani. It is a very old form of a flock heart. Okay, so remember children, just look at that picture. Okay, that is one of the beautiful designs of flowers that are made. You will see those kinds of designs maybe in your clothes. Sometimes you might find them in your sheets. Okay, sometimes in vases also you will find these kind of designs. Okay, this picture is actually called Madhubani. Okay, and it is a very old form of a flock heart, it says. Do you know why it is called Madhubani? This is a district in, there is a district in Bihar that is called Madhubani. Here, during festivals and happy occasions, the walls of houses and their courtyards are painted with such pictures. Okay, so there is a particular place in Bihar, okay, called Madhubani. There, during some kind of festivals and some happy occasions, the walls of the houses and the courtyards were usually painted like this. They used to be painted with these kinds of pictures. Okay, and these paintings are made out of paste of powdered rice in which color has been mixed. The color used in Madhubani painting are very special too. To make them indigo, that is Neel, turmeric, that is Haldi, colors from flowers and trees, etc. are used. Okay, the painting shown in human beings, animals, trees, flowers, birds, etc. Alright children, so this particular painting is actually made out of a paste, okay, of a powdered rice, okay, of a powdered rice paste, that has been mixed with a lot of colors, okay. It's mixed with a lot of colors, and these colors are used in this particular picture, okay, the Madhubani painting, okay. And it is very, very special because this also, there are a lot of colors like indigo, turmeric, and and also a lot of colors that is extracted from a lot of flowers and trees that are used for these, okay. These paintings show human beings, animals, trees, flowers, birds, etc. It also portrays a lot of things in this picture. If you see in this pictures, you can see some animals and you also can find some human beings. So this is how it is. Alright children, so this is Madhubani picture, remember. Let's move on to some question time. Alright, why this? Okay, have you ever seen a board like this put up anywhere? So that is a board, okay. So have you seen a board like this put anywhere else? Okay, and why do you think? Okay, if it's yes, write a yes, or if it's a no, just put a no, okay. So this will be the exercise that's given in your textbook. Alright children, okay, let's move on to the second question. Do people pluck flowers even when this board is here? Okay, the next question is, do people or do children pluck flowers even if this board is there? Because this board clearly tells do not pluck flowers, okay. Even after seeing that board, do some people pluck the flowers? Okay, if it is yes, okay, you can write yes, or if it's no, you can write a no. Alright, it is depending on your opinion. Okay, next, why do you think they do this? Okay, the next question, the third one is, why do you think they do this? Okay, if in case they pluck even after seeing the board, why do you think they do that is a question. Okay, so you can try to write your own reason why they do it. Okay, so I've written here, they do not obey the rules. Okay, because they don't really want to obey the rules, they just pluck it randomly. Okay, so that's what I've written, so you can write your own answers for it. Next, should they do this? Okay, do you think they should do this? Okay, is it good to do this? If it is yes, you can write yes. If it is no, you can write no. Alright, next question, if everybody plucked flowers, then what would happen? Okay, imagine if everyone in this world would find flowers beautiful and would pluck them, what will happen? Okay, is a question. Okay, so the answer is there will be no flowers. Okay, definitely, the more people pluck the flowers, you will not find any more flowers in our world. Okay, so that's the simple answer. Let's move on. Blooming buds. You must have seen buds on the plants. If there are any flower bearing plants growing near your school or home, look carefully at their buds. Okay, so if there's any kind of blooming buds or some kinds of flowers that's bearing plant, okay, so if you look that kind of flowers around your house, just answer these questions. Okay, what differences do you find between a flower and a bud? Okay, the question is, what is the difference that you find between a flower and a bud is the question. The answer is, bud is small and pointed. Okay, whereas the flower is large and spread. Okay, that's the picture how it looks like. The bud is very small and it has very pointed edge, whereas the flower is very, very beautiful. It is larger and it is completely spread out. Okay, so that is the difference. Next, draw the picture of a flower and its bud in your notebook. Okay, next is, you have to draw the picture of a flower, any flower, choose and then write its bud in your notebook. Okay, all right, so many uses. Flower has so many uses, isn't it children? Let's read. Flowers are even eaten. What are the different ways we use flowers in our daily life? Do you know that flowers can be eaten as well? Many flowers are cooked as vegetables. In Uttar Pradesh, Feroza and Nilima enjoy eating a vegetable made of Kachnar flour. Okay, so children, flour is used for many things. Okay, it can be used, to admire, it can be used for eating, or it can be used even for a lot of things. Okay, so it says that some flowers are eaten, and in particular place called Uttar Pradesh, there is two people called Feroza and Nilima who enjoy eating vegetables. Okay, that is made up of Kachnar flour. Okay, that particular flour they cook and they eat like a vegetable, this flour, isn't it? And in Kerala, Yamini wants a mother to cook her a vegetable made of a banana flowers. Okay, so in another place called Kerala, there's a girl called Yamini who wants a mother to cook some kind of vegetable made up of this banana leaves. All right, let's read. Mamta and Omar wants, who are from Maharashtra, love pakoras made up of sargent flowers. Okay, and another people from Maharashtra called Mamta and Homer love pakoras, especially that is made up of this particular flower called sarjan flowers. Okay, so just think about it, children. Even there are so many flowers and leaves that can be eaten. Okay, that is so much good for health that it can either be cooked and eaten, either it can be had very raw. Okay, and there are some questions below. Let's read. Are flowers cooked in your house as a dry vegetable, a gravy dish, or as a chutney? Okay, this question is, at your home, is flour, okay, cooked as a dry vegetable, or it is made like a gravy or like a chutney is a question. Okay, if you find any of these three things, write yes, or else you can write a no. All right, next, find out which flour are used for these: vegetable and gravy, flour of banana, sarjan, kachnar. Okay, so they're asking which flour are used for these. Okay, if you read the above thing, which flour is used, they're asking. So for this vegetable and gravy, the flour banana and sarjan and kachnar, these three flours are used for eating. Okay, and even for the chutney, shifalika is also used. Okay, shifalika is also used. So these are the different types of flowers and how they've been eaten. All right, okay, let's move on. Wow, the next interesting part is flowers in medicines. Flowers are used to make many medicines as well. What we just looked into few minutes ago is that flowers, some of the flowers can be eaten. Okay, it can be made as a gravy or a dry vegetable or a chutney. Different ways you can have some certain flowers. Okay, but there are another use, okay, of flower is that flower is a medicine. It can be used as a many medicines as well. All right, children, so let's do some question time. Okay, can you name any two flowers which are used in medicines? Now it's time for you to talk. Okay, just guess which two flowers are used for medicines. Very good. Rose and cedar. Okay, rose and cedar, these two flowers are used as a medicine. Okay, moving on. How is rose water used in your house? Okay, it's a question. Hope you would have seen a rose water, isn't it? So there are many uses of rose water. So here the question is, how they use, like how do you use rose water in your house is a question. Okay, maybe for some beauty purpose or some cooking purpose, whatever it is, you can just mention it. It is used in medicine, sweets, lassi, etc. Okay, so I have just mentioned here it is used to in medicine, it is used in sweets, lassi, and much more. All right, so write your own answers for this. Let's move on. Colors from flowers. There are also different colors that we get from the flowers. Let's read. Colors are made from many flowers like marigolds, zinnia, etc. These colors can also be used to dye clothes. See, if you see the picture, they are colorful, isn't it? So it says that some of the flowers can be used as colors. To dye some clothes, you can use some of these flowers. 2 flowers is mentioned here, marigold and zinnia. Okay, these 2 flowers are actually used to extract some colors from it. All right. So now let's find out some answers for the questions. First one is, find out and write the names of some more flowers that are used to make colors. Okay, so the first 2 is mentioned above, and some more names of flowers that gives colors is what they're asking. So you can just name some of them. Okay, so I've mentioned here rose, China rose. Okay, 2 things, rose and China rose are 2 different types of flowers. Okay, moving on to the next. Can you think of any such color of which there is no flower? Okay, can you think of any one color that has no flower? Okay, it's called silver or gray. Okay, you cannot extract color, this color from any flowers. Okay, that's silver and gray. All right, next, write the names of such flowers which are used to make scents. All right, there are some flowers that are also used to make scents or perfumes. Okay, so what are they? Jasmine and rose. Okay, and etc. There are some more also. Okay, so I've just mentioned 2 here. If you find more than 2, you can just mention them. Okay, so which flower gives the kind of beautiful fragrance from it? Okay, let's move on. You may have heard of some of Granny's old recipes which are use flowers. Here are some recipe for which rose water is used. Okay, maybe if you have some old parents, like old grandparents at your home, they will actually would have told you some of the recipes that are made out of flowers. Okay, now we're going to look at one of the recipes, okay, from the granny's recipe. All right, let's see. Mix equal part of rose water and glycerin. Okay, so we have to take some bowl or something, mix some rose water and glycerin into it. Okay, fill this in a bottle. Okay, so you have to fill rose water and glycerin in a bottle. Add a few drops of lemon juice. In winters, use this mixture on your skin. Your skin will not crack or dry. Wow. Okay, so it is one of the beauty tips that granny is giving. Okay, so the granny is telling we have to take a spare bottle, fill the rose water and glycerin into it, and add a few drops of lemon juice in it, and then you can just mix it and use it during winter. If you have cracks, or if you have some dry skin or chapped lips, then you can use this mixture and it will actually give a very, very good skin. Okay, so that's granny's recipe. Let's move on. Have you experienced the smell on opening a small bottle of heater? Do you know even a small bottle of heater is made from lots and lots of flowers? The Kannauj district in Uttar Pradesh is famous for heater. Truckloads of flowers are brought from neighboring areas for this purpose. Heater, rose water, EVS water are actually prepared from the flowers here. Okay, so thousands of people in Kannauj are actually engaged in this work. Okay, so this is one kind of a kind of perfume, you can say. Okay, so that this small bottle of heater is actually made up of lots of flowers. Just like how some perfumes are made, even this is made with lots of flowers. Okay, and there is one particular place that is called Kannauj district in Uttar Pradesh, which is really, really famous for this. Okay, because truckloads of flowers are brought from different areas, from different neighboring areas for this particular purpose. Okay, so this particular thing, heater, rose water and kevra water are also prepared from flowers here. Thousands of people used to get engaged in this work, it says. So this is one of the interesting things, children. Yes. Now some question time. Let us know some more. Have you ever seen anyone selling flowers anywhere? If there are any flower sellers nearby, ask them these questions and write. Okay, so this question is based on you going and asking any flower sellers in your area or near your house or wherever. If you find them, just ask these questions and write down. All right. The first question is, what are the different flowers they sell. Okay, so if you see them selling flowers, ask them what are the different kinds of flowers they sell. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, and other names of 3 flowers. Okay, so just name some of the 3 flowers. Okay, next, like rose, jasmine or dahlia, I've just mentioned 3 here. If you want, you just can mention 3 other different flowers. Okay, why do people buy flowers? Okay, ask this flower sellers, why do people come and buy flowers? Okay, so write a reason there. I've written for decoration, worship, or as a gift item. So you can ask them the reason and then write this answer. All right, children? All right, so children, this was the class in the chapter that we just did today. It is about the value of flowers. We see there are so many benefits in the flowers, isn't it? So many benefits we just saw. It is used for medicinal purpose, for beauty purpose, it is used for colors, and it is used for several purposes. Even you can have some flowers, it says. So it was wonderful chapter. If you did not understand any part, go and just review the video once again. All right, so in our next class we will do chapter 12. Until then, take care.